Welcome to the WJBM Outdoor Show, brought to you by Midwest Tractor Sales in Jerseyville. We're coming to you from the WJBM studios in Jerseyville, the voice of the Tri-Counties. I'm Aaron Quillan. I operate Monarch Rivers, where the mission is simple: kill big deer. Joining us today, longtime friend and just a overall wizard when it comes to really just intelligence. I mean, mechanic, fix anything, figure out any problem, and a hell of a deer hunter. Jason Deslitz.
Yep.
Jay, thanks for being here.
Absolutely. Glad to be here.
Yeah, man. So how long have you been coming down here?
It's got to be close to 20 years, I would say. Right?
Okay.
Somewhere around there.
It's close. Like
18, 19, something.
I think we're yeah. Yeah, 18, 19, somewhere in there. What man, what do you, so you're from Michigan?
Yep.
Algonac.
Yep.
Lake St. Clair.
Yep.
Lake St. Clair is, in my opinion, should be a part of the Great Lakes chain.
Absolutely.
It takes what, like how long of a boat ride to get across that?
Oh, St. Clair?
Yeah.
Well, from one side to the other, a couple hours.
Okay.
Depending on your speed, obviously, but yeah, you can go right to Canada.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Shares with Canada.
Yep.
And then it technically is connected to the Great Lakes.
Yeah. Yep. St. Clair River connects to Lake Huron.
Yeah.
And then south, Lake Erie.
Okay.
Through the Detroit River.
Yeah. And so you tend to slam walleye up there.
Yeah. Yep. Perch fishing's real good right now too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now a Michigan perch is a yellow perch, right?
Yep. Correct.
Okay. Around here, a perch in a river isn't necessarily a good fish to catch.
Right.
Yeah.
A little different.
Right. Perch and walleye are probably the best.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Salmon. I mean, salmon's a really good, too.
Yep.
Now, do you ever catch lake trout?
Yeah.
How do you prepare those?
Smoke them.
Yeah. That's like the only way.
Yeah.
They're so greasy.
Yeah, they're oily fish. You're not much for table fare unless make great smoked fish.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I actually brought some.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait to open that up. All right. So for y'all listening, Jay has recently retired.
Yep. January 31st.
Yeah. And we've been talking for years about him coming down, helping out, guiding hunters, and, just the amount of fun that would be. And so this year.
So far, it's been great.
Yeah, for sure. What are some of your perspectives going from, I know we've been really good buddies for a long time, but going from client to guiding, what do you notice different? Well,
I feel it's so rewarding to, get these guys on big deer. It's a rewarding,
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough, early mornings, long days, but I mean, it pays off when the guys, get their tags filled.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
It's
exciting to me.
Yeah.
I have as much fun. I mean, we all love killing big deer, right? I mean, that's it. But it's really is exciting to watch somebody else kill that deer too.
Yeah.
And know that you were part of the process of them killing that deer,
Yeah.
So to me, that's just as exciting.
Yeah. So what do you think about the reps? Like so each, we tend to typically take like two guys out a piece.
Yeah.
And we probably do more than other outfitters. We make sure they get to their stand, take the best route possible.
Yeah.
Maintain, not be skylined.
Absolutely.
Walk into the wind best possible.
Yeah.
And overall kind of coaching them on where to go. But for each day, rather than going out and sitting out on your own, you have two hunters out there.
Yeah.
Have you thought about that perspective
Oh,
yet?
yeah. Yep.
You almost get to experience more.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And it's great that, getting back in the evenings and, sitting everybody down and getting everybody's, stories and camaraderie. Everybody's, excited to share their story,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's great hearing them. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see, over the past, these guys, a couple of them started hunting Sunday night.
Yep. Correct.
And then the other 3 started hunting Monday night. And then I guess, what have we seen this week? Like what? So the temperatures in the beginning of the week,
A little warm.
yeah, a little bit. Things overall. So Craig saw a monster
Yep.
that night. So he came back all excited talking about we need to stand in the cove.
Yeah.
And then first night, Scott. That's where, so Scott is, he loves the traditional aspects of archery, and he is the type that passes up a lot of deer that a lot of people would shoot.
Yeah.
And he's got tons of opportunities to hunt whitetail all over.
Yeah, I can respect that though.
Yeah.
Passing deer that other people would shoot. I mean,
yeah, we've all done it.
Yeah.
So it was raining that Sunday night.
Yep.
And so we, not necessarily because of the rain, but because one of our target bucks had recently been seen.
Yep.
From another stand in front of this tower blind. And Scott doesn't like tower blinds. He likes to be out in the elements and just out in it. And so then what happened is he observed that
tower blind.
Yeah, had like 7 bucks out in front of it.
Yep.
Next night he moved in. They didn't use the food plot as much. So Craig, Sunday, Monday, saw 2 different shooters. Last night seemed to be a little bit down.
Yeah.
Our 3 Ohio guys, Larry, Curly, and Mo, they let's see. So first evening they came in Monday evening. They had so it would be Curly. He had some does. We're gonna mess that up. So Marvin had some does, and then David saw, I think, a smaller buck.
Yep.
Maybe 2 or 3 year old. And then Steve,
he seen a pile that night.
Yeah, he saw like
7-ish.
I think he said he was 8 or 9.
Okay, yeah.
So I think Scott saw 9 bucks. Then Steve saw 8 bucks. And then what it was yesterday morning when Scott was rattling in, he saw 9 bucks.
Yeah. It's a great problem to have when you don't even know how many bucks each guy has seen in a day. That's a great problem to have. You can't even, they're seeing so many right now that you don't even recall,
Yes, I would lose count myself personally.
Yep.
And so we're seeing lots of bucks. It's kind of like 1 or 2 hunters, maybe 3 of the 5 that are in right now will have like a bang up hunt.
Yep.
And then what I've noticed over the years is the rut increases. It becomes 5 out of 5 or 4 out of 5 or however many, whatever larger percentage. Each farm seems to be on fire at the same time.
Right.
So as this week was, so fast forward to today, it seems to be on.
All right. I think everybody had a great morning.
Yeah. So both nights it's rained, or both times it's rained, because this morning was rain.
Yeah.
The evening on Sunday was rain. It's been bang up.
Yeah.
And then, so this morning, also in the rain, in the river bottom, we're seeing some big bucks. Steve's done nothing but hunt river bottom. We've had him in river bottom on 2 different farms.
Yeah.
So it seems like
it's picking up.
Yeah.
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 Even from just driving around and seeing, when you start seeing them in the fields and mid-morning, early afternoon, and you're seeing, bucks chasing does and in the, cut cornfields wide open, and you see them chasing.
Yeah.
It's.
Yeah. You saw, what morning did you see that? When did you see that? You saw an absolute tank.
Oh, yeah. That was Sunday.
On a doe on Sunday in the rain.
Sunday. Yeah.
Yep. And then this morning with the rain again.
Yep. Same thing.
So more reason to throw the rain gear on and
get out.
Yeah. Okay.
And I will say, I these guys, they'll put the rain gear on and they'll go after it.
Yeah. Yes. All of them.
Yep. Exactly.
All of them. Some of these high winds right now, because today is like 15 mile an hour with 25 mile an hour gusts.
Yeah. Not
maybe
great.
It's like
but
19. We were able, like where David was, where we just put him, it was calm.
Yeah.
It was a little swirly. I don't even know what to think about what could go on in there tonight, because there's already a hot doe. That's confirmed.
Right.
Yeah, confirmed.
Yep, correct.
So at about 12:30 today, taking David in, we had his climber, and we're looking for a place to set up, have nighttime photos of one of our target bucks using this area. And, like not too late at night, more like he'd be the last guy to get picked up. So we're talking like 7:30-ish, something like that.
Yeah.
So he's moving through in the dark, and we just wanted to get a little bit ahead of him. So we were out there scouting, excuse me. And, we walked, we were checking out this logging road in the bottom, and as we were there, we heard a deer close by blow, and so we crouched down and just kind of stayed still, and the next thing you know, that's the target buck tending a doe.
Yeah.
She blew, and they didn't really run off. They just kind of moseyed off, but we didn't even have the crossbow in our hands. We were, looking for where we're going to set up. That was back at the vehicle. And it literally, had we had the crossbow, it would have been like, walk in, that's your target buck, shoot it, which is unheard of, but
right.
only when they're in estrus, right?
Yep.
So right now it's heating up. I mean, that's what we're seeing. Let's take a quick break, hear a word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the WJBM Outdoor Show, brought to you by Midwest Tractor Sales in Jerseyville. We're coming to you from the WJBM studios in Jerseyville, the voice of the Tri-Counties. I'm Aaron Quillan. I operate Monarch Rivers, where the mission is simple: kill big deer. Our guest, Jason Deslitz, longtime friend, been hunting down here in these parts for 18, 19 years.
Yep.
And he's taken his first poke at taking hunters out. And, we were just talking about some of the things that we've been seeing in the woods. Let's talk about food for a second. What, it seems like the deer might be hitting the ag fields.
Yep.
But, and we're in Calhoun, so it's more timber than a lot of parts,
Sure.
Places in Greene and Jersey, they have River Bluff and a lot of places that are not really tillable, but up to agricultural ground. Corn and beans, yeah. It seems like acorns.
Yeah.
And it seems like green.
Sure. Yep.
Have you had any?
I seen a few milling in a bean field.
Yeah.
The other morning.
Okay.
I'd seen 5 does there, and
okay.
smaller, younger buck, but they were in the beans.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But in years past, like where you're, you know, driving, I guess, or hunting, and you're in those ag fields with high numbers of deer, they're usually, 20 out there.
Right.
10 to 20.
Yep.
And I don't think I'm really seeing that right now.
Acorns.
Yeah.
Bumper crop of acorns this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're loaded.
Do you I think that the moisture that we've had is going to at least begin the process where some of these white oaks are souring.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm more of a deer nut than a tree nut. So
Right.
I don't know what that process looks like exactly,
Mm-hmm.
but my understanding is the white oak acorns can sour. That's where the red oak or black oak, the red oak family is, they stay a little bit, through the precipitation. They don't rot.
Yep.
I'm not sure that might not even be true, but that's what I've heard and I tend to believe. So I'm curious if there's going to be more of a transition from the white oaks, to the red
Reds,
oaks,
yep.
or even to more of the agricultural stuff.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yeah. Did you watch that? You've been watching that whitetail research guy too,
Oh
right?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. How do you think we're applying any of the stuff from that guy's videos, what we're doing?
I would say. I mean, we try.
Right. But I'm just trying to think specifically some of the, that thermal hub thing.
Sure.
I'm trying to work through that. I think it's paid off a little bit.
Yeah.
I've learned a little bit on that. With these high winds, I don't know how that plays out.
Yeah. Yeah. Today's.
What'd you think taking those guys back to the river bottom this afternoon? They must have seen a hammer.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a great area. I think they're gonna have a good hunt tonight.
I hope so.
I can't wait to hear the stories.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when you got 2 or 3 stooges on the river bottom, things are going to go good.
Yeah.
Now that river bottom piece in particular is loaded up with clover.
Yep.
And I'm wondering if it's the cover aspect or the food aspect.
Yeah.
Because it seems to be.
I would say probably both. I mean, there's a lot of cover there too.
Yeah.
The further I got back towards the river, it almost seemed like the taller it got. I don't know if it's a moisture thing closer to the river bottom, but because it almost seemed like as I went back, it did get taller.
Okay.
Like it was over the truck in some areas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we had such a wet spring that might have something to do with it.
Sure.
All that stuff got, extra precipitation. Yeah, so we're out there. These guys, the one, well, it was raining, so we kind of did the tower blind thing out there. And then.
Yeah, this morning.
Yeah, and then we took David back down to Hardin, but now.
2 of the 3 Stooges are.
Yeah, they're
north.
One of those bucks had to be a hammer.
Yeah, he said it was a giant.
Yeah, when your hunters kind of tell you like, I'd like to go hunt this farm, then it's usually something.
They've seen something good.
Yeah. So some of the bucks we've been seeing on the farms, the frequency, I guess, seems to be picking up in terms of the like true target bucks, like the giants that we're wanting to go for.
And probably, I mean, I would say probably some more daytime activity too.
Yes.
Where it's switched more, from that nighttime activity to where now we're seeing a lot of daytime activity too.
Yeah.
Because they're starting to chase.
Yeah. And you know, that might have even started over it would have been Friday. So last Friday, which, I mean, what is today? The 29th? So, last Friday, we had one of our target bucks seen at 2 p.m. Guy, it was his last day. He had missed a buck the night before, so he gave it a full day sit. And at 2 p.m., he saw his second of 2 target bucks back there. It's like 100 yards out, but it was
daytime.
Yeah.
Midday.
And then that giant that you saw,
yeah,
that was middle of the day, wasn't it?
Yep, sure was.
Yeah. And then some of the guys from Michigan, I'm sure you're getting. Finn's daughter just shot a nice one.
Yep, she did.
And then you shown me a couple other pics of big deer that
some
down
showing
in
up today even.
Yeah,
middle of the day.
Okay.
2 o'clock
on your trail cams up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And
that's kind of unheard of in my area there. I mean, it's when I see one of my target bucks, it's usually first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't see a lot at night or even midday. So to see them deer moving at home at midday is they're on their feet also.
Yeah. And so Greg Chuck texted me today, and he's, kind of said, I'm hearing rumors of big bucks going down up here in Michigan. And, I guess where that's real relevant is I'm always keeping in touch with you guys, before you would come down hunting to see what you're seeing up there. Because it's about a week later, it starts happening down here.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I think, obviously because the more north you go, it's a little bit more temperate, cooler.
Yep.
And so I think that might have something to do with, with that. Somehow that's all related to what they call photo period.
Correct.
Or sun exposure. So some of our setups right now that we're hunting, we're down in Hardin, we've been hunting timber.
Yep. Some bottom there.
Yep. Some bottom ground.
Yep.
And so I guess where he was seeing all those bucks in the river bottom there, that's on a big bean field.
Correct.
Were they feeding in the bean field, or were they chasing? What was the report on that?
Well, I when I went in to get him that evening, there was multiple bucks in that cut bean field.
Yeah.
And I mean, they were just in the middle. So I didn't see any does around. So
okay,
he didn't see either one of them bucks because obviously it was getting dark and
across the long bean field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But those were the 2 or 3 that I seen weren't even bucks that he had seen in the same night. And I think that night he's seen, I don't know, 8 or 9 something.
Yeah,
7,
so
8, 9.
Puts it into double digits down there.
Correct.
Something must have been going on.
Yeah.
Right. He had seen some does.
Yeah.
And I think he stated that they kind of moved through kind of that little, I guess,
bottom ditch area.
Kind of like staging area type transition area.
Yeah.
Okay. And let's see. So Craig this morning saw 3 bucks, and they seem to be running wild up there.
Yeah.
He's sitting on a food plot. They came through the food plot, but they didn't. The video I saw had nothing to do with the food.
Nothing.
And
then
it
crossed the food plot.
Yeah. And then right before first light,
yeah,
that the one buck was, he said, like 25 yards from the tower.
Yep.
But I think it wasn't quite shooting time yet.
No, it was not.
He wasn't able to identify the specific deer. And then he saw a different deer down in that bottom.
Yep.
But he felt like they were 2 different deer.
Yeah.
So a total of 3 bucks. And so they were mobile. They didn't care about anything other than, so man, it's really starting to pick up.
I mean, it seems like every farm today, no matter where the guys were, the reports were all positive.
Yeah. Yeah. It really
and they're spaced out from north to south, it's not like anybody's,
yeah.
Yeah,
they're from the 195 down to Tim's, that's
15.
Oh, it's more. Well, the driver said it was 30 from the lodge. He probably drives slow. He gets paid to do that.
30 minutes or 30 miles.
Right. Okay, so that's 30 minutes apart. That's a good transition.
Yeah.
So the CRP field, river bottom CRP. Let's see. Where else did we have? So Scott did a daylight entry down into the hole.
Yep.
Which is thicket. He put some of that pee on his boots and walked by the camera. Camera went off 9 times while he was in the stand. He saw 0 deer. So his scent profile matched his track.
Yeah.
And that has to be it. No shooters, but 9 pictures and multiple bucks in each picture.
Yeah.
And it's that camera hasn't taken 9 pictures of a morning since the summertime. So got that. Yeah, I guess. And so tonight we're on green. So we're on wheat,
Clover,
turnips. Yep. Got clover in the river bottom there. David's in the timber in like a pinch point area, basically from one timber to the next. And then let's see, Craig is on the wheat. That's it. That's where these guys are at.
Yeah.
Something's going down.
It's going to be exciting.
We're going to get a call any minute.
I know.
All right. Yeah, I also spoke to guy Joe. You might have met Shapansky before.
Yeah.
From Wisconsin.
Yeah.
From Wisconsin.
Yep, absolutely.
He killed a nice one last night.
Okay.
Yeah. 10-point funnel area.
Nice.
Over scrapes.
Excellent.
Yep. And kind of the same.
Yeah.
As Michigan.
Latitude, longitude, kind of.
Yep. So that report is kind of
what we're hearing.
Yeah, get ready. It's coming. I don't know. I talked to Matt at the taxidermy today. He hasn't hit like peak drop off yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's coming.
It's coming. It's coming really close.
Yeah.
So I guess good time to be in the woods.
It's always a good time to be in the woods.
It is.
It's a better time.
Yes, it's a better time. It starts at good and gets better from there.
Correct.
Okay. Where do you think, I guess, looking at this, we've got north winds for 3 days.
Yep.
Not
sad about that.
No. So everything should be dropping.
Oh, yeah.
So big timber, acorns, thick cover, bedding, and then green food sources seem to be the
ticket.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to take another break, hear a word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the WJBM Outdoor Show, brought to you by Midwest Tractor Sales in Jerseyville. We're coming to you from the WJBM studios in Jerseyville, the voice of the Tri-Counties. I'm Aaron Quillan. I operate Monarch Rivers, where the mission is simple: kill big deer. For those of you just joining us, Jason Deslitz, longtime friend, hunter, new to the guide game.
Yeah.
And, we're just talking about what we're seeing out there. Jay, I want to ask this because I don't know. I feel like as even hunting in Canada, Wyoming together, hunting here, obviously. When did you get into hunting?
Oh, I've been hunting since I was a kid. My dad, he's a hunter, and I've been doing it my whole life.
Yeah?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, I probably shot my first buck as a teenager, early teen.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't driving yet, so,
All right.
Yep.
Stick and string, gun?
That was a slug gun.
Okay.
Yep. And then I got into bow hunting, and it's where my passion's at.
Okay.
Not that I won't gun hunt. Yeah, I really enjoy bow hunting.
When did you kill your first bow buck?
First bow buck? Oh gosh. It's probably 16-ish,
Okay.
17.
All right.
I shot a bow league, father and son league
Okay.
as a teenager with my dad and got decent at it. So I was confident enough to go bow hunting, you know.
Yeah.
I felt like I could definitely get the job done. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I was definitely a teenager.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so in Michigan, it's a little bit different, I think.
Absolutely.
There's a ton of state ground up there.
Yes.
And then, you know, you have your private land as well.
Yep.
You always hunted mostly private up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very little state land.
Okay.
Mostly private. I have hunted state land, but I prefer private.
Okay.
Yep. I've been lucky enough, fortunate enough where knowing people and, you know, I used to have some really good land from a doctor that he's passed now, but he had some great swampland and it was very productive.
Okay.
Yeah. Hard hunting, but very productive.
Okay. And so Michigan, you know, a little bit different in the lingo. Swamp is definitely.
Well, I mean, I am from Algonac and we are the muskrats.
Okay.
And our you know, it's welcome to the swamp when you come into Algonac.
Okay.
Where we are like, we have.
True swamp.
It is. It really is.
Well, like, so when I think of the south end of the 195, I think of swamp.
Sure.
You know, I grew up in Michigan, and the swamp is exactly how you describe a lot of hunting areas. There's more lakes out there. You know, here it's rivers. There's, you know, definitely lakes here in Illinois, but Michigan's obviously got way more. So more
cattails and phragmites.
Yeah.
Hip boots.
Yep.
I used to, you know, have to wear hip boots or waders to get to a tree stand or, you know, blind.
Yeah.
And there was times where in the wintertime the blind would stay all winter because once the swamp froze, you weren't getting it out of there anyways because it was froze to the ground. So it stayed till spring.
Okay. And so it is truly like, you know, 2 foot of water, you know, maybe some ditches in there that get a little bit over the, you know, too far. But, yeah, growing up, walking through, you know, water to get to your hunting area.
Sure.
That's pretty common. How do you think what do you think are some of the things that you might have learned hunting swamp that you apply to everyday hunting or even when you're down here?
Well, I mean, to me, especially in Michigan, I mean, I don't feel maybe Illinois has a lot of deer hunters, and especially this area itself, but I don't feel the deer have near the pressure that we have in Michigan.
Yeah.
So you're going to work to get into them harder areas, but it usually pays off if you're persistent and do your research and put your time in. A lot of times that's where some of them older mature bucks they're hiding it, you know. Because the piece that I hunted actually backed up to state. Okay. The private piece. And it was just a small. I mean, I think it was like maybe 8 acres. Okay. But it was backed up to state. Yeah. And that state land's full of hunters. Yeah. So, and that wasn't swampy like I was hunting. I mean, the land I was hunting was non-buildable. It was just no good, you know, for nothing.
Held water.
Yeah, exactly. So I think them mature deer were smart enough to get pushed my way. So it definitely helped.
Yeah. I've heard countless stories about hunters up north stumbling into like deer laying on basically the only dry piece of land in the middle of a, you know, wet, swampy area.
I think I showed you pictures last year, trail cam pictures of my new private piece that I have. Yeah. And that's basically exactly what that buck is doing. He is bedded, staring straight at the camera, and it's It's the only dry spot in the swamp, and he's laying on top of it. So that's 100% true.
So he's got his own little island out there.
Yep, and he can see for a mile.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
You can
that particular piece has been logged, so it's very open. It's underwater, but it's an open piece.
Okay.
So he can see. He's 60 yards from the road.
Mm-hmm.
He can see the road, see the traffic, see anything crossing. There's a ag field on the other side of the road, so he's close to food and got a great place to hide, you know?
Yeah. And so when you're going out there, you can hear it yourself. When you're sitting there, you hear it yourself. You hear the footsteps through the water.
Oh yeah.
Whether it's a deer, whether it's,
yeah,
you walking to your stand or the game that you're hunting. How do you?
It's very easy to find a deer trail when it's a mud path.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
8, 10, 12 inches into beat right into the mud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I guess, do you find that in the swamp areas like that, you're getting more funnel points, fewer funnel points? Is some of the stuff's like old dead growth or old,
Yeah.
just
the thing is that particular piece has been logged, and the swampy side of it, nothing's really came up in there because it is so wet.
Yeah.
It's just muck.
Yeah.
But the further you go west into the piece, it's a little higher, and there's a lot more thicket. So I mean, they got their thicket, and they got their area, and I think that the particular buck I was after, I think he was there just because he could see.
Okay.
He could see what was going on. I mean, his head was up in every picture, like he was looking around.
Okay. And then most of the stuff that you've hunted is kind of around your home.
Yes.
Eastern Michigan.
Yeah.
And then you've gone and hunted up in the Thumb a little bit.
Yes.
Which, my understanding, that's super agricultural.
It's an open field, 40 acres of just ag field.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very few trees.
Yeah, very few. Yeah, it's tough to bow hunt that piece.
Okay. And then where do the deer live? In the ditches?
Yeah, the ditches are highways there.
Okay.
It's unbelievable. And that piece also backs up to a piece of state land, but it's a private access from my side. So anybody coming in has got to go 12 miles across that piece to get towards my fence line. So yes, it's against state land, but the drive that I come in on is a private drive. So they have no access to that side, and it's about 12 miles across.
So that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah. And they come out of there into that ag field.
Okay.
I think the best years I've had there is like soy beet or sugar beet years.
Okay.
Because when they pick the beets out of the field, they're not as proficient as corn or soybean.
Okay.
There's a lot
left.
So it's a lot of feed there.
All right.
For them deer.
And you hunt that typically in the late season over there, right?
I do.
Okay.
And a lot of time the farmer will plant winter wheat.
Okay.
Yep.
That's nice.
Yeah.
All right. We're winding down here. What are your predictions for tonight? What are some of the spots?
We're definitely going to have some stories. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
I really hope somebody lets an arrow go, but if it doesn't happen tonight, I'm very confident it's going to happen today or tomorrow, Friday. It's going to happen here.
I like the wheat. I think the wind is right out there. We're sitting around a sanctuary.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly where Steve is.
No.
He's you're never going to be sure where he is.
No, you're not.
He's backed up. He's right along the river there.
Yep.
So he's 20 yards off the river.
Strip of timber that runs parallel with the river.
Yep. It seems like there's some good structure. there that the deer tend to walk along.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that you saw out there that might be why they're kind of there? Do you think it's a
There's so much cover.
okay?
I mean, you got food, you got clover, and then the amount of cover in there is just. I mean, I could have drove by 10 deer and I might not have seen any of them, especially towards the river there. As I said, it gets really tall back there.
And that's so far away from any road.
Oh, yeah.
Or any. So to get back there, it's.
Yeah. They got food and they got water. They don't have to go anywhere. They got cover, they got food, and they got water.
Yeah.
They don't need to leave.
Yeah. So, you think there has to be a hot doe back there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's got to be. So, and we're there. I mean, 29th. We're 2 days away from a Halloween buck.
Yep. I left my phone in the truck, and I don't believe he has your number right now. I think he said he did not.
Okay.
So
Steve?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got it.
Oh, he said he didn't.
He called me 5 times today.
Oh, okay. Well, so he would have called you.
Yeah, he called me from the blind.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
These guys.
Yeah.
At least he was in a blind this time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was hoping maybe we'd have a call when we got done here.
Yeah. We're getting there. It's 4:30.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. We're probably 45 minutes, hopefully, from a good call. So then as we look into the weekend, I guess the weather report is north winds every day. Doesn't look like any precipitation. We've got lows. It's going to be 37 each morning. Going to be our first frost will come on November 1st.
All right.
Yeah. And then 35. So all our lows are in the 30s until the 4th. So I'd imagine we got a pretty mean stretch of northwest. I see some west back to northwest. So we've got a lot of this stuff staying cool. Southwest at 5 to 10 is going to bring our lows are going to stay in the 30s until Tuesday the 4th, and we got a southeast wind. It's going to bring up into the 40s. So it's been incredibly warm.
Yeah.
And this is our first cooling period. One of the things that's been interesting about the weather this year is it's been consistent.
Yeah.
When it goes into cooling, it stays cool for a few days,
Yeah.
And transitions nicely as to opposed to that, hot one day, cold another.
Sure. Yeah, I typically hunted the second week of November, and there was years where, I can remember hunting here and it was like this.
Yeah.
And there was years where it's snowing and blowing.
Yeah.
An ice storm and you're up there, freezing.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'd much rather hunt this weather.
Yeah,
I'd much rather be a little warm than freezing, I come from Michigan. This is great.
Yeah, it's like a vacation to Florida.
Right.
Yeah, so interesting enough when we're talking about weather and how it was really hot. Like
we had a hot October.
Yeah.
Our opener was extremely hot.
It was almost 90, wasn't it?
It was 90.
It was 90 degrees.
Yeah.
That's probably the hottest opener I can recall.
Yeah.
And there's a guy coming in hunting this year that, as we were talking like dates and times a year, he ended up booking a gun hunt. But he said to me, I don't mind it when it's hot. And he said it with like a confidence that stuck. And just kind of paying attention. It might be hot, but you really still can get in there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, of the guys that we had for opener.
It's a lot easier to sit all day when it's 80 out than when it's 10.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But even just the movement overall, they obviously weren't moving as frequently. They weren't moving as far. But you were still able to kind of get in there and get in on them. And that's all every year is different, but I feel like hearing that really changed my perspective.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty thankful for, I guess, that opportunity to look at it differently. Um, it I think everybody but two guys so far this season have seen like absolute studs.
Yeah.
Um, 110 point down so far, and I think the frequency is about to really pick up.
Oh, absolutely.
I guess what are some of the things that you're looking forward to as we kind of shift to this northwest from this northeast? Is there anything?
Well, other areas to hunt.
Yeah.
You're kind of, depending on the wind, obviously, is where you're able to go. So it's going to open up some more area to access without worrying about wind direction.
You got any farms or stands that you think we should really pay attention to as it shifts to that?
Yeah, there's
All
a
right.
few in mind.
Well, go ahead. What are we talking about?
Well, I told you one this afternoon. Well, two really on that same farm.
Which?
There.
Okay.
The fence line and then the barn.
Okay.
That north. Well,
Yeah.
either one of them are
Yeah.
spot on.
Yep. So on that, what we're calling that fence line, it's an internal fence on a creek bottom.
Yep.
It goes out to what's cut corn. And we've hunted it a couple times so far this year, and we've been seeing the deer on a food plot by the blind, but that...
They're going to come from somewhere to get there, right?
Well, that thicket right there, they're
very active.
They're going to search that, and that's essentially a land feature that they have to search. So that's what kind of is making them vulnerable there.
They have to go in there too. It's not like they can see in there.
Yes,
it's that thick.
And if they tried to scent check it, they'd basically be out in the open.
Right.
So they have to literally manually go search that. So then behind the barn, that's just be downwind of a key bedding area. Little bit of a funnel point there where the
strip of timber.
Yeah, the CRP, field. So lots of cover, and then with that timber next down, the power line goes through. That power line, I feel like it helps us. I used to not necessarily think that because they cut one of my trees and I had to move a stand one time, but
the northeast corner.
Yeah.
Too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On that end of that finger.
Yeah.
Depending on what north wind we have, that's not a bad spot there either.
No.
And those are all stands that we have not been in this week. I mean, I know the one you've been in a couple times, but I don't know.
Those other stands haven't been touched.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a great problem to have, isn't it?
That's a great problem. Okay. I'm looking forward to learning what we learned with David tonight.
Yeah.
I think, when we got set up, he didn't necessarily love his shots, so we moved a little closer to a field edge.
Closer to the deer.
Well, where we've been getting pictures, but it's been dark. We did see, we saw him. He's there. I don't think he's in play tonight. I think it's probably that brute 8 that's been coming through. He's a cow of a body, so that's good. But I'm looking forward to seeing what he sees there, because it's kind of it's a cedar thicket at the top of that ridge, and the history of the farm. Everybody I talk to, cedar thicket, that's where the big bucks are, and they've got to come down and come through, and I think that's a prime area for that.
Yep.
I'm hoping they'll do it during daylight hours. It's secluded enough, they should feel comfortable.
Right.
Some of the working back and forth, chasing back and forth along a ridge. I hate to be oversimplified, but man, that seems to be where the deer are. When I was talking to David, he's like, I think this time of year they're chasing them back and forth on these ridges, and that's what we saw this weekend when Dan shot, and then So the way David talked about it, and this is a guy that hunts all over.
Yeah.
He and his family, they kill huge deer.
Yep.
So, he's got a lot of knowledge, and just I'm kind of noticing that.
Yeah.
Like right now, just getting on a wooded ridge where, there are going to be does bedded nearby. They're going to be chasing them back and forth along those, timbered ridges. And then, so I'm curious to see what happens there. The river bottom, who knows?
Yeah.
And then Scott and Craig.
Yeah, they'll have a good hunt.
Yeah, that's for sure. So, all right. Well, we got to get back.
Go drag some deer, hopefully.
Yeah. Thank you very much for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah.